Good evening. Welcome to Giants Blitz, our show about all things community football right here at ChilliwackGiants.com. Of course, sponsored by Pollard Equipment. And I'm your host, Tim Amy. And today we have a very special guest with us from across the road, none other than Valley Husker head coach, Bob Reese. Bob, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
So we're going to talk about the Huskers' remarkable season this year. I'm going to reach down to my cheat sheet. So last season, at the halfway point in 2017, the Huskers were 0-5, so no wins, 5 losses. On the season, they had 88 points for, and they had 443 points scored against them for a negative total of minus 355 points. This season, halfway through at 2018, you were 4-1. You were 150 points for, so you already outscored yourself for the entire season last year. You've given up 134 points, and you were at a plus 16. And Bob, I have to ask, I think everybody who watches football in this town wants to know, how have you done this?
I think it just comes down to sticking to our game plan and recruiting. We actually had a really good recruiting class last year, but we started with 12 players. And our final roster, I think, was at 47. 35 of those kids were rookies, 17-year-olds. And we kept most of them. That was a big part of it. And we had an outstanding recruiting class this year. We brought in a lot of kids coming down from CIS, U Sport, and recruited all over the country and brought in a lot of talents. A significant talent upgrade on offense this year for us. And we added some very key defensive players that have played outstanding so far for us.
The turnaround is remarkable. And also on your coaching staff, there hasn't been a lot of turnover in the coaching staff. They're pretty much the similar guys, aren't they, from last season?
Yeah, pretty much the same guys. We added Tanner Hamadi. We brought him on as our defensive coordinator this year out of the University of Manitoba. But everybody else is pretty much been there for a bit, and so it's good to see the turnaround there too in what we've been preaching and what we've been building. It is successful and it can be successful. We just need to continue to grow in the way that we are. Okay,
but you got the talent in. You've had the coaching staff, but on the field in terms of mentality and shaping the team and the plays, what have you been doing differently, say, compared to last year?
It all comes down to kind of how we base our culture, the way we set this thing up, and it's been like that from last year, and it didn't prove to be successful, but last year led to this year, and we believe we're a program that's on the rise, and our goal is to be the best, and that's it's tough to say when you're 0-35 or whatever we were last year, but you have to believe in the process, and our process has always been to be the best program. And we've taken a lot of steps this year. Are we there yet? No, we're not, but we're currently sitting in first place halfway through the year. And we believe that process that we've taken on and that mentality that we have to be the best, is paying off for us right now. You can't tell the guys in our locker room that we're not the best football team in the BCFC conference right now. They wouldn't believe you because we believe wholeheartedly in our process, and it's been very productive for us.
And you're 4-1. You're tied with VI. They're a little bit better in points differential. They've got a bit of a stingier defense. But that 4-1 record, that's tops between BC, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. Like, a lot of the guys are in there 3-3 and that kind of thing. So you guys, the rise, it's been remarkable. But I'm wondering, though, the Huskers had really tough seasons, several tough seasons in a row where they didn't win any games. How challenging was it to convince some of these top-notch players from U Sport to come play for you?
It was a challenge, no doubt about it. It was absolutely a challenge. But I think we did a good job of providing an opportunity. The kids that we got out of U Sport, were leaving for whatever reason. Some of them were sitting further down the depth chart than they wanted. Some of them were in a position where it was now or never. If I'm going to get a shot, I need somewhere to go and play. And a lot of those kids I had a prior relationship with. But the biggest thing it came down to was, hey, listen, if you're coming here, you got an opportunity to do something very special. We are turning this thing around. We're going to turn it around, and we're going to do it with these kind of kids, and selling them on that. And that was the toughest thing. But, once we got one, then we got two, then we got three, and now the ball started rolling. And honestly, I think we have 14 U Sport transfers on our team this year.
That's a lot of U Sport transfers. So Now, you're 4-1, so we're midway through the season. It only gets more difficult from this point on because now you're the team to beat. So a lot of teams are bringing your A game. So how are you preparing your guys? Because you won that remarkable game to start. You got it handed to you in the second game, and then, of course, you've been pretty steady since. How do you keep your guys focused, and how do you keep your guys understanding that now it gets tough?
I mean, we preach being even keel, and that's kind of how we have to approach everything. You got to ride out the highs and you got to ride out the lows. After the first game one, obviously we were on a very big high. We came into week two of, mentally unprepared, and we took it on the chin and paid the price for that one. And I think we've done a very good job since of making sure that these guys are accountable to what they need to be doing and sticking to the game plan and not getting too high and not getting too low, because even throughout the course of a game, you get highs and lows, and that's the same mentality. So we've preached, hey, listen, we're on a very special ride this year, but the moment that we stop focusing and stop preparing properly, this ride ends, and so that's kind of where we're at, and we need to continue to keep the course and being fully prepared.
So that second game, I want to focus on that second game. That's the one you lost, and it was a pretty lopsided score. I think it was 49-9 or something like that.
42-9.
42-9, pardon me. How important was that loss to your success this season?
Oh man, you never want to say, hey, what a great loss that was, but honestly, it probably is one of the better things for us. We've always believed we are a very good football team. But that's what happens when you don't mentally prepare. And I think our guys were a little overconfident going into week two against a team that they thought they should have beat, and probably prepared like that, and I think they were a little overconfident and we got smacked around, big time, in our own house. So, if that doesn't sting with the guys and help us in our mental preparation moving forward, and I think it has, especially in the last few games that we've played, we're on a 3-game winning streak, and I think that loss has been a big part of it.
Cool. Now, I want to focus a little bit where, of course, there's the Pee Wee game. It's going on behind us here. They're a few years away from getting a call from now the legendary Bob Reist. But we have developed a relationship between the Huskers and some of the senior the midget and probably bantam players. So how are you guys, it has been the case in the past. A lot of Chilliwack kids went off to play in Vancouver Island or Langley or wherever, or Okanagan. And you're trying to change that, and of course that involves the Giants as well. So how are you reaching out to the Giants, and how are you guys building that relationship, and how you're getting the funnel going across the street?
Well, I mean, firstly, when I first took this job, that was a top priority, was getting to keep local kids here in Chilliwack. And when I came here, I understood that, there might have been a bit of a separation between the two, and it was a huge focal point for me to get the Giants and the Huskers on the same page, and to build that relationship. So we've done a lot in as far as trying to maintain a relationship and working together with these guys, towards a system that makes sense, and trying to help build a midget program here is vitally important to me. I think that's a huge thing that we need to continue to support and continue to grow with. And we encourage our guys to be very active, with the Giants players and building those relationships just on a player-to-player level. I think as a Husker, you come with the role of being a role model to kids out there like these kids who are young and just starting their football careers. And it's important for us as a program to give back to the community that's out here supporting us. So we've done a lot of work, sitting down with the board and finding a plan that helps grow football, community football, especially here in Chilliwack. Excellent.
Now, have you had a chance to watch any of the midgets yet?
I caught about 5 minutes of the end of that last one there. We had just finished up practice here, and I came over and caught about the last couple minutes. But they practice with us every Thursday night at the end of the field there. So I spend quite a bit of time, maybe more so than my coordinators would like, going over there and building that relationship and making sure I'm talking with those guys and they see me out there. Because that's the future of our program as well, and it's essential that we build up these relationships and keep kids here in Chilliwack and make sure we're giving them a viable option and supporting the options down here. And that's something I think we've done so far a very good job of mending and building this relationship.
Perfect. Now, the Bantam midget seasons in 19 are going to spring football.
Yes.
How important is that going to be for just simply transitioning out of midget into your program in the fall?
I mean, I think it's huge, like, and that may be selfishly from my point of view in recruiting and things like that. But I think it's great for community football to go into that spring league. It allows kids to come out and develop and head straight into their junior football season. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that works and being a part of watching that grow and supporting that, because honestly, I think it's probably the best thing for growth of that level of football.
Any, top of your head, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit here. Any kids on that midget team you kind of like?
Oh, there's a couple. Hopwood there and Jesse. I'm thinking of his last name here. You put me on the spot.
That's right. Jesse Howe.
Yes, sorry. If you're watching, Jesse, I do know. But they have some size. They got some good size, and they have some athletic kids that can move around. Maybe we're unsure of where they sort of transition to the next level position-wise, because playing the 9-man game, you got a lot of kids that are playing sort of hybrid spots and stuff like that. But athletically, just watching these kids, they have a very big athletic team, and then there's certainly some talent there that we're going to be going after. Absolutely.
Nice. Are you going to have a chance to watch the Pee Wee game tonight?
I got to head over to practice here right away, but I'm going to try to wrap that up as quickly as we can, and then get over and catch the end of this for sure.
All right, fair enough. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Valley Huskers head coach, Mr. Bob Reist, the legend in the making right here, ladies and gentlemen, here on Giants Blitz. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for your time here on the Blitz, sponsored by Pollard Equipment. See you next week.
Hello, hello. All right, let's get ready for some football. Mechanics, Masonry, and Landscaping Friday Night Live. All the way from down the valley are Abbotsford Falcons. Number 10, Santiago Larena. Number 12, Rohan Dehari. Number 17, Elijah Black. Number 20, Callan Bench. Number 21, the Candyman, Cade Handy. Number 22, Jaden Sharma. Number 23, Joe Muller. Little razzmatazz there. I like that boy. Here we go. Number 27, Matthias Wall. Number 44, Riley McDonald. Number 48, Gabe Curry. Here we got big number 52, Steve Bauer. Oh yeah, I like that. I like his moxie. That's awesome. Number 53, Evan Otti. Number 54, Arian Dahlwit. AJ Dahlwit. Number 58, Rajan Sidhu. That's correct. Number 63, Jeevan Pangli. Okay. Jackie Shanga, perfect. Number 65, Jaggy Shanga. Number 66, Tyler St. Croix. Number 82, Justin Lobon. Number 84, Ishan Sahota. Number 85, Bulkaran Kira. Number 88, Malon Peters. And rounding out your Abbotsford Falcons, number 89, Phoenix Trollin. Pee Wee Black, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, a little home cooking coming up right now. Bring it up large. I want to hear from the parents out there. Number 1, Cole, Catch Me If You Can, Kermode. Number 11, Michael, You Can't See Me, Marcotte. A little bit of razzmatazz there for the ladies. Number 12, Robert Roxonic. Number 14, Damon the Dragon Slayer Erickson. Number 21, Isaiah the Torpedo Tolme. What's that guy here? Oh, sorry. Hey, my bad. That was Zachary the Punisher Petroshak. My apologies to his family. Now we go to number 21. Here he is. Isaiah the Torpedo Tolme. Number 22, my homeboy, time to go. What's that to watch? Number 23, record breaker Rain. Some of the best hair in the business, Ridley the Hammer Maston. Number 30, Jackson Big League Blakeboro. Number 30, Oakley Campbell. Number 33, Judah the Jackhammer Lewick. Number 34, Noah Hollywood Sandu. Number 35, Charlie Lightning Strikes Twice Larson. Yeah, right there. Number 36, Mateo the Real Deal Reed. Number 48, Tyler Strongman Struxma. Big number 50, my other homeboy, Matthew Macho Man Gansky, making it rain. Number 52, Benjamin Machete McKay. Number 55, Mackenzie Mad Mac Boyd. Number 60, Joe Slam Jam Smith. Number 61, James the Exterminator Elliott. Number 62, Emma the Equalizer Penner. Number 65, Jaden Power Trade Porter. Number 66, my third homeboy on the team, Timothy the Berserker Bombay. This is a nickname for the ages. Number 72, Darren Skull Crusher / Seek and Destroy Steves. Number 74, Blake Buddy Bag Mailot. Number 87, Owen the Dutchman Vanderhoek. Number 88, Theras Kelly. And rounding off your roster tonight, number 99, Keegan Man of Steel Mitchell. Your Chilliwack Giants. Now everyone please stand. Remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome to Canex Masonry and Landscaping Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Tim Amy, with that incomparable handsome devil, my color man extraordinary, Mr. Matt Macri. How you doing, baby?
Excellent, Tim. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. And in our last broadcast, and I'm glad we're playing Abbotsford tonight, because I was remiss in acknowledging the end of an era, the passing of a torch for Abbotsford minor football. Was the president, now is a senior advisor, and end of an era. Congratulations on a brilliant run.
Why, thank you very much. We got a great new executive in Abbotsford, actually. They're a really good group of enthusiastic parents that are doing wonderful things at the club. I'm really excited in the direction they're going. I am helping coach this year. I said I'd stick around for 1 year as an assistant coach and help the executive if they need anything. Haven't needed. So
nice. Are you still like you're going to walk away after this, or you're not going to coach anymore, or what?
Yeah, no, I've actually stepped down from coaching with Border Bulls.
Okay.
I've stepped down, and this will be my last year coaching with the Falcons. And I'm going to do a bit more color commentating and a bit more traveling. My kids all graduated this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know. I knew he stepped down from the exexecutive. I didn't realize you're giving up coaching.
Well, I don't know about giving it up. I'm just taking a break.
Fair enough. Okay.
Taking a break. I've got, I've single dad of 4 kids.
Okay.
For the last 12 years.
Yeah.
It's been dance, it's been football, it's been school, it's been my last 2, my twins graduated in June.
Okay.
And I'm done adulting.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'm not going to wear pants anymore. So
no problem. Sorry, we're getting signals here to just turn up the announcer a bit. The announcer's a little low there. Sorry, pardon us. What the heck was I going to say? The easiest thing about adulting when they graduate, of course, is changing the locks. So you get them out of the house completely.
No. They can start taking care of me. They're all working now. They can start paying their room and board. They can pay their bills, their own insurance.
Hey, kids, I'm out of gas.
Well, that's the great thing. There's 4 of them with their license, right? And so they borrow my car. I haven't put gas in my car in months.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear these things. So anyway, last week we dedicated our broadcast.
Yep.
To Mr. Matt Macri. Not Matt. You're Matt Macri.
Matt Paisley.
Matt Paisley, pardon me. And, of course, the late, great Burt Reynolds.
Yep.
So I got a little story to tell. I'm sitting to my right here is Carol Go doing her time clock. So her son Daniel is playing football for the first season.
Oh, excellent.
He is the younger brother of my son Ben's best friend James.
Okay.
Now, for the past 6 years, I've been begging every single one of Benny's friends to come play football.
Yep.
Carol answered the call. Daniel, I'm getting a little mixed up. Daniel played this first season, rocked it at Chili Bowl.
Nice.
He got MVP. So he runs home, and he goes online. He starts watching the Tim and Macri show on Friday Night Lights. And he's like, Mom, you got to come watch. So when someone does this, Tim says that. So I got to do that so he can get to say that he's very, very excited. And he gives himself his own nickname, which is just – usually I don't allow it because everybody wants to be called something after a video game.
Right.
But he comes up with Daniel, it's time to go. So, so this broadcast dedicated to Daniel Go, my boy from down the street. He just tuned in his own time on Friday Night Lights.
Well, let's give a big welcome to Carol here too.
Oh yeah,
it's life changing once you start. I mean, they get you in, and then they just keep getting you.
There you go.
We loved it the whole time that we spent with the Falcons. I still love being out on the field with the kids Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then on the weekends. I'm at a moral dilemma.
Oh heavens!
Because the JV team that I'm assistant coaching is playing here next Friday night.
Oh right.
So I can't decide whether I got to be up here or down there. So
I want your problems, Matt Macri.
Yeah, I know. I've made the commitment here to VBN that I'd be here for Friday Night Lights.
Well, this is actually fair enough. Chilliwack Giant broadcast, but I get it. Yeah.
Chilliwack Giants. Yeah. I made the commitment that I'd be here and do this Friday nights, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So I got that.
That's a tough call.
Yeah,
it's a very tough call.
But I talk to the coaches during the week and the kids, make sure everything's good. I'll be up here.
There you go. Okay, we're getting ready for kickoff here. Will be one more shout out to Carol's family once we get going here. Once things sort of transition from offense to defense or however they set up. And nice kick to start the game right up the middle. And they're picking it up. He's going to run with it. Oh, he's bobbling it. And down. Nice hit right there. Number 22 for our Pee Wee Whites. And that is Daniel. It's time to go. Grabbing that ball. And he got a little banged up on that one. But Daniel is back on his feet. Okay, so Daniel's family. Oh, he's taking a knee. He got a little hurt. I think he got a little helmet-to-helmet contact on that.
Well, and I think that's what the flag's for, is because the tackler who came in low and kind of led with the head. I don't think it was intentional. It kind of looked like he was going down as he was coming across.
It's a tough sport, as Carol is going to learn over the course of the season. So anyway, Carol's family is from she's an American. And Pat, Ruben, Rick, Jeff, and Jeff Gifford in Seattle, Washington are listening to us here on Chilliwack, Giants.com, Friday Night Lights. So, yeah, thank you very much for tuning in from across the border. We love a global expanse. We can ask for more money now because we're global. But, no, very good. So, Daniel's off on an injury. He'll be back. He's a warrior. But Pee Wee White on offense.
Yeah, now we're starting right at the midfield here. They got the ball moved up 15 yards on that because one of the things, and this is at all levels. Go NFL all the way down, is you can't lead with the head.
No.
You can't lead with the head, even if you're coming. Like I said, it looked like you unintentionally he was just kind of coming down, but it was head-to-head contact there, and they want to get rid of that completely in football.
All right. Pro set. Oh, nice direct snap. We got a flag on the play. Quarterback cuts to the outside, gets to the 55-yard line, and that is number 35 as our ball carrier. Charlie lightning strikes twice. Larson.
Well, you see this big D-line of the Abbotsford Falcons here got in there in a hurry and chased him out of the pocket and around the outside before he was taken out by number 21 there of Abbotsford Falcons, who is Cade Handy.
The Candy Man.
But it could be a holding call here. You can see when the flag came out right away, I was pretty sure that it was going to be a holding.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you get the snap like that and all of a sudden the flag's on the field, that's nothing even happened. And
well, usually it's usually procedure when that happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But one of the two. Yeah. Right off the snap. So what can you tell me about this Abbey team? They're your boys.
Well, actually, I coached this Pee Wee team last year. So the second years on this team were my first years last year. Got a lot of speed, they got a lot of size, and they hit well.
And another smother job in number 35, lightning strikes twice. It's interesting how they're setting up in the backfield because it looks like it's pro set, and they got the quarterback behind the center, but it's going right to, I can't tell who's the quarterback and who's the running back, tailback.
It looks like it's getting long snapped. It's kind of hard to see there.
It's a pistol, right?
Yeah. And we got, so on this Pee Wee Black team, we got one of the top coaches, I think, in community ball right now, and Luis Garcia over there coaching. And then you got Bo Sadu, who was a coach last year as well. And then Derek Black and Leonard Keebler, who've been doing this for years. Like, they've got a really solid coaching staff over there.
Hand off, number 25, fighting for that. And that's going to set up a third and very long for Pee Wee White. Maston the Hammer was looking for a nail on that, just couldn't split the old wood. So
they're not getting a big push there against this D-line. This D-line's huge. So
they're big kids. They're a solid group of kids. And funny enough, we did Pollard Equipment Giants Blitz. Sorry, I'm having trouble collecting my thoughts today. Pollard Equipment Giants Blitz. Before the show, we had Bob Reese from the Valley Huskers come over.
Oh, right on. Excellent.
And we're chatting about who you look for. Of course, every single post-midget community high school program wants O&D linemen.
Yeah.
So he's looking out there. So Matthew Gansky is also a friend of ours, the Ganskys, and they've been involved for a few years. Number 50, big kid. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do him a solid. So I said, hey, Bob, you come over after your practice. Keep an eye on number 50 over there because he's got the size to step up the plate in just another few years here. So.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, everybody's always looking for O-line and D-line. You talk to high school, you talk to midget.
Oh, we got a live ball in the backfield, and Abby's ball. Okay, so Abbotsford is going to probably take over in downs anyway.
Yeah.
But they've got a little bit of better field position, and now we're going to have a look at this Giant defense and that Black Falcon offense. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, so at every level, one of the toughest things to find is O-line and D-line. And I was having a talk with him just ahead of the game here, whose son plays at he played Giants, and now he's playing Graham, and he's actually a ref. Great kid, great football player, but they need O-line so bad that they're bringing these kids off of the D-line that have played D-line growing up, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it's the thankless position. If things go right,
you don't notice.
it's the running back, the receiver, the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't go right without an O-line, right?
Exactly.
And when things go wrong, it's the O-line that let them down,
Yeah.
right? So they don't get credit when they deserve it, and they get, so a lot of O-line and D-line kind of fall off by the time they get to the junior level.
Yeah. Well, that's all there. Incomplete pass, intended receiver on that, number 22, Jade Sharma. Part of the problem, too, is when you're in the trenches, you're getting banged up. Like, it's tough.
Yep.
Like, it's a tough position, you can play corner and you can avoid getting hit your whole career.
Yep.
You're on those trenches, man. You're getting banged every single snap. So do you
single
really want to
snap.
do this at a tougher level when the kids are like that much bigger, stronger, faster when you're coming at 17, 18? Like it's
Well, as a positional coach, my position that I coach is D-line.
okay.
And I teach my D-line how to abuse the O-line.
Oh, for sure.
Play
And
after
vice
play
versa.
after play, right? And you get these kids that play O-line or D-line, and they go into the school program in junior varsity, but they're short at varsity.
Number 17, quarterback, nice snap, got a pass, almost picked off. Did he find his man? That is a reception. That was a beautiful throw, and I can't read his number.
I can tell you right away, that's Joel Muller that caught that ball.
Joel Muller. Oh, there we got the eye.
Yeah, he's quite the receiver, and that's Elijah Black throwing the ball there.
It was. Elijah's got quite the arm, and there's a falcon of an arm right there. Look at that. Almost got picked off right there. And, of course, what the problem with the corner on that was he was chasing the ball and not the man.
Yeah.
So he should have come in, head up, chest puffed, and just slammed that kid as soon as his fingers touched the ball. But it takes a little bit of time to coordinate that.
Yeah, got to get your hands in the way there.
Here we go. 1st and 10, sitting at about the 15-yard line. And a lateral pass goes incomplete to number 44. Now, what was I going to say?
A little swing pass there. It's just a little bit out of his reach and incomplete.
So last season we're calling a game.
Yeah.
And it was that juggernaut of a bantam team that went all the way to win provincials.
Right, yep.
And Logan Buckwitz was the tailback, the all West, all Canadian, all West player. And we keep giving him credit, right? So about a week or two later, Paisley comes up to me. He was the O-line coach.
Yep.
And he's choked because, of course, we're giving all the credit to the tailback. And there's gaps. I mean, he's 15 feet up the field from the line of scrimmage, and he finally gets tackled, and you're giving him all the credit. Nice tats. Look at that. Number 49 in the end zone for the Falcons. And, of course, is that number 48?
Yep.
Gabe Curry.
Yep.
There you go. Pardon me. It's a little bit tough to read I don't know who designed those, Matt Macri. But they're a little bit tough to read at nighttime. Number 48, Gabe Curry with the touchdown. And Abby Black goes up 6-0.
And a great little rollout throw here by Elijah Black. He's so good at this. You know, it's funny. I watched him at the 9-man Adams provincials last year. And I've watched him grow up, actually. And just a rocket of an arm and such a hard worker out there on the field. And just wait until he turns around and runs with him one of these plays because he can run too as well as throw. So he's a really good player. His dad, Derek Black, actually played college ball, University of Nevada, I do believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he played in the NFL on a couple of teams.
You're kidding me?
Yeah. And then
You're kidding me.
And then came up here. Yep. So
is he from here originally and came back, or he just married a local girl and came up, sort of thing?
Married, I think, out of Winnipeg. I think out of Manitoba.
Oh, okay,
so,
fair enough.
But his older boy played with my son growing up.
Sure, okay.
So my first run through was with Coach Luis, Derek Black, Leonard Keebler. I started with them.
Going for the PAT here. I'm going to interrupt you for a sec. And
it's good.
That's good. 2 points. So that is a 8-0 Abbey Falcon lead over our home Pee Wee White team. Sorry, you were saying.
So I started off coaching with these guys actually years and years ago, and then my older boy was in Bantam and they were short coaches, so I went over to there, and then I ended up going over and taking one of the JV teams and coached against them.
Right.
But I've coached with them for years. So Elijah Black, he's a little guy, probably 3-4 years old.
Okay.
And Coach Derek brings him to the field, right, and his other brother Isaiah. And he's like, "So, Coach Matt, your back pedal." 3 years old, and the guy can do a back pedal better than most of my Bantam kids, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
And of course, you're writing his name down.
Yeah. They grew up on the football field.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they're such good kids, too.
Nice.
Really, really well-mannered, hard workers.
Sweet.
Great teammates.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Abby Black will be kicking to our Pee Wee Whites. I'll tell you a funny story about announcing because you were talking about do you know if you're on the field or not. So I think it was last season. I get this email out of nowhere from then Chilliwack Minor Football President, Mr. Wayne Bjorgi. And the email reads, "You've been replaced." And I'm thinking to myself, I haven't been announcing for I don't know how many weeks. What have I done this time? And, did he get it? And it looks like that's an Abbotsford football, a hot potato, and he just couldn't wrangle it in. And the Falcons recover their own kick, and it's going the other way.
Well, it was a decent little kick. It wasn't an onside kick, but it's kind of squiggled right up over his shoulder and out of his hands. Here it comes. And it rolls along. And as he went down on his knees, and it bounced up off his chest and over his shoulder.
That's frustrating.
Just couldn't hold on to it.
So anyway, Wayne sends me this email saying I've been replaced. Well, TJ's Bumby, coach, his team is on the field, and his wife's up here, and they had their infant, and I guess he's, 8-9 months old? How old was he? So she's holding the microphone while Little Monster Pants gets a hold of it and starts doing the baby talk into the microphone and broadcasting everybody. Apparently it was the funniest thing ever. He sends me a picture, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, breathe this massive sigh of relief. So, yeah, no, it was very cute. I wasn't here for it, but apparently it was just the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. I don't think you have to worry. You're kind of irreplaceable, Tim.
Well, you'd be surprised. I'm sure there's been some talk in the past. Number 44 in the backfield gets the handoff, breaks through that O-line. He's still on his feet, and they bring him down. Probably, I'm going to say, about the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
And there's an example of a very good, effective O-line making some room for their tailback to get some serious yardage.
Well, the O-line gets a really good push here, and it's a handoff off tackle, and Riley McDonald's got the wheels to get it to the outside there, runs through a couple of blockers, breaks one tackle there, but then it just gets too many people in front of him. And see, this is one of the things, especially at the Pee Wee level, that you got to work the kid. It's hard to work with the kids to do is stay with them.
Yeah.
Follow-up blocking, right? He runs ahead of the blockers, and they all sort of stop. And let's see what Riley does here. The blockers got to stay with their man and come in and pick up those secondary blocks.
Nice. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 at the, what did I say, 29-yard line?
Both there, yep.
Actually, I think it's more like the 27?
27, 28.
27-28. Here we go. A little bit of a high snap. He's got his lateral pass. There's number 44 again. Good block right there. Do you see that?
Yep.
Can they get him out of the end zone? And they haul him down. Nice bit of tackling by Pee Wee White there, and they saved a touchdown. Great job.
When you got number, I think it's 16 here on the outside, running a lead block for him. That was just phenomenal. No, 10. Who's number 10 there?
Number 10, Santiago Larina.
Santiago. I love that name.
I could
Great
say it
name.
all day.
Great name. Yeah, he gets out there and gets that lead block going for him and picks up one guy. But too many guys got outside here. And really, Riley's got the wheels that he needs to keep going to the outside and outrun those guys.
And that was number. Do we miss a play? No,
Nope, that was it.
And number 25, I think, hauled him down for Chilliwack. A nice bit of defense right there. Like I said, that saved a touchdown, but it's 1st and 10, sitting about the 7-yard line. From the shotgun. Nice snap. Hands off to 44. No, he keeps it himself. Quarterback keeper. Good stiff arm. Heading for that end zone, and in he goes.
Yeah, and he can throw. He can run. He great fakes. I mean, and the first-year Pee Wee.
Yeah.
You know?
That says a lot.
And it's going to be fun to watch him grow over the years, that's for sure.
Now, the stiff arm, it sort of drives me a little bit to watching this and watching my kid play. You see these kids get the stiff arm. I'm like, there's got to be some way to defend the stiff arm. So I go on YouTube, and I can find one video from a college game where a DN just grabs the guy's arm and sits down.
Yep.
When you're defending, do you ever work on how to defend against the stiff arm?
It's one of those things where and I think we talked about this last week with the stiff arm. You just got to grab the hand.
Yeah.
You just got to grab the hand. And a lot of times, if it's you see the players run with the arm out, right? Like they're gonna it's a battering ram or it's a lance on the knight on the back of the horse, right?
And there's another 2 points. That is a 16-0 lead. The Black Falcons over our Pee Wee White Giants. Or you were saying?
So the White Rock player last week,
June?
Yeah, June.
Okay.
His stiff arm was textbook, and I was watching some NFL last weekend, and I was thinking, wow, was it ever good? Yeah. His stiff arm, because he's not running like he's a knight with a lance in the back of a horse. He comes in there and it's a quick jab.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It
makes it very hard to defend against.
Very, very hard. So you gotta, when that hand comes, you gotta grab it. You gotta be ninja, really.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I 2 years ago I was helping Coach Benny's Pee Wee Red Team. Yeah, and I spent entire practices working the stiff arm, and you grab it, you sit down.
Yep, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. But nobody does it though. Even if they see it coming out, they don't. And it's just like just grab the arm. It's a gift. It's handing out.
Yep.
But it's easier said than done for us up in the nice climate-controlled booth up here.
Yeah.
In our plywood tower, the Wayne Bjorgi Broadcast Center.
We get a sign of that across the top.
Yeah. Well, I wanted Sky written. Anyway. Oh, right up the gut. Jump on it. Nice job. Hit him right in the chest, and that's the Macho Man. My boy, Matthew Gansky, gets it right in the gut and then dives right on it, and that is a smart play.
It was like a tree fall, and the ball hit him, and he just came, toppled over on top of it. And this is probably unintentional, but this is one of my favorite plays. I love doing this on like the opening kickoff.
Okay.
Is I get my kicker to aim at the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
Because usually they're not. Usually they're staring off in the sky or
they're
kicking grass.
They've been trained to let the ball go past them, and your job's to block. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can get it off the head, surprise them. So we've had success doing that. It's gone very badly doing that, but it's always fun.
Yeah. All right, and it's good for. I appreciate Matthew got to grab the ball, right? Because he's an O lineman. I think he's at center, but it's fun for the kids. Hey, recovered a punt return. So yeah. Here we go. Nice looking snap. Does he have some room? No. That black offense is just smothering them. Defense. Pardon me.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're getting around there quick. They're just not giving them any time to get anything going. And it's one of the keys to the Luis coach. Actually, Leonard's the defensive guy there, and Derek Black. But they just so quick, everybody to the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's tough, when you're a center at that, and these guys are coming super fast. It almost throws them off their game because you've got to, of course, focus on getting the ball up, and you got to have those quick hands and those quick feet going.
Yep.
And it can be tough.
When you watch the guys at the outside edge, how fast they get in around there too. I mean, the blockers barely get a chance to get a hand on them before they're already down there.
There's number 84. Look at this. They got nothing going against this defense. I think this could be the story of the game. Haul down to the 45-yard line.
Yep.
And they're 20 yards back.
Yep. They're stringing out the offense and then just making them run side to side, not letting them get anything forward. And this is one of the nice things you see with this defense here.
Yeah. What I like about this game so far, we have not seen a single onside kick.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Wow, that last one was but I don't think it was intentional.
No, it wasn't intentional. The intent was to kick it properly right up, but he's having to hit Gansky, so he threw himself on it. But yeah. Well, let's hope Chilliwack at 3rd and long can do something here, just for the sake of doing something. They bunched up their. Oh, he's looking for an opening, and picked up a few yards on the play, but that's going to be a turnover on downs. And defense wins championships. So far, your Abbey Black team's looking pretty good right now.
And number 34 there did a great job because he gets the ball and he starts coming across. He realizes that it's all cut off to the outside, so he turns up in the hole, and he got positive yardage before the hole collapsed on him.
All right. Well, hopefully Pee Wee Whites can do a little magic on the old D here, keep him off the scoreboard, and maybe get one through for themselves. That number 58 at center is really big. That is a big, big kid. The whole line is huge. What are they feeding? What do you feed these kids 20 minutes down the highway that we don't know? Not enough corn. I don't know.
Yeah.
And nope, that looks like an incomplete pass.
Yeah, no. That's Rajan Sidhu. You want to talk gentle giant? That's him to a T. He is probably one of the most fun kids to coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he is. He knows the sport very well. His dad's Bosadoo. He coached at Rick Hansen. He coached at Abbey Senior.
Okay,
He's
fair enough.
Joined the Falcons to help coach his son. He's had a lot of experience coaching. But Rajan's grown up at the field with Dad.
Sure.
Right? So and he's always been around the juniors and the seniors at the high school level. So they talk football with him. So he's very knowledgeable when it comes to football.
Right.
So you can have a conversation with him.
Nice.
That a lot of the kids,
just aren't there yet.
But he's great. He's a lot of fun.
Repeat play. They're going back to it. Look at that bust through. Are we going to get a tackle? Number 22 comes in for the Giants, and that is Daniel. It's time to go. Bringing the D. So Daniel's back on the field after getting the tete-a-tetes, and he's already making an impact, and that marks the end of the first quarter. A dominated Black Falcon first quarter.
And it was at the other 22 on the Falcon side, Joel Muller, running with the ball there. And I tell you, this little guy here, he's got a work ethic second to none. He is one of the hardest workers. I've been running a program for the last couple of years called Kickstart.
Oh, yeah?
And it's in the spring. It's an hour before flag practices where we just work on skills and drills and conditioning and whatnot, right? Give him a kickstart for the year. He's always out there, and he's always the hardest worker. He's always yes, coach kind of kid.
Nice.
Real pleasure to have
out
there on the field.
When he gets the ball, it's Muller time.
Yes, it is.
Crack a cold one. It's Muller time. There we go.
Yeah.
What was that goofy TV show from the 70s? It was on CBC, and what was it called? It's gonna drive me crazy. Anyway, they had a Miller Time was the beer commercial, and work's over. It's Miller Time, and they flipped it like, hey, work's about to start. It's been Miller Time. Well, some poor guy's trying to go to work and he's walking sideways. What the heck was the name of that show? It's gonna drive me crazy now. Anyway, high snap, little fake. Up the middle, number 44, there's your boy. Number 25 in hot pursuit. A bit of a high tackle. Shakes it off. Half the team, and no, he's still on his feet.
Yeah.
Holy moly, right into the end zone. Unreal, 44.
Riley McDonald.
Little 2 old beef patties, special sauce on that run.
Yeah, he
Wow.
did. And you watch here, okay, so he gets a little swing pass or a little crossing pattern there, and breaks his first tackle here, the high tackle with the spin move.
Right.
Oh, no, never tackle high, kids. And then he just runs into a player there who kind of bowling pins a couple of the other tacklers and breaks him free again.
Just dropped the shoulder and just pancaked him. And White is just feeling helpless.
The defender came in there hot, like he was going to wipe him out, but they went chest to chest, and Riley was still standing.
You just got to, you run safe contact drills probably the first month of practice.
Yep.
And get low, chest up, and it's just you get into that pressure situation in the game, and they just forget.
Well, that's it.
They could have totally hauled them down, but yeah, this is a tough game for White. These kids are good. Like both I think the
Yep.
your Abbey Pee Wee teams are real solid, and they're going for the PAT, and it's good again. 3 for 3 in the PAT.
Yeah. Oh,
24-0 lead, and 9:39 to go in the second quarter.
That's the magic boot of Jaden Sharma. Won the punt, pass, and kick last year for his age group.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's really solid when it comes to with the kicking. I mean, they could probably punt at this level. I don't think they ever have or will, but he can punt at this level, and it's kind of amazing. He hits a ton too.
There you go. What I'm waiting for, of course, is the magic moment when I get to see a field goal attempt. I don't even care if I don't care that they bobble the snap. The fact that they even contemplate going for a field goal would probably push me over the edge.
Well,
Frenzy of excitement.
You should have come and watched our game last week. Oh, we tried. It didn't work well.
You tried?
Yeah, we tried.
God love you. God love you, Matt Macri.
We were off on the left hash, and we went for a kick, and we kicked it. And it missed the upright, so they had a player back in the end zone who ran it out and did a great job running it out, but we hit him just as he came out, so the ball fumbled and rolled back in. So he jumped on it, right?
Right.
So we're thinking safety, we get the ball back. Well, no, the refs called it a single, and we kicked to them, right? And so it was a lot of confusion and whatnot, but we tried.
Good for you. Good for you. All right. Well, let's see what happens here. Are they going to keep this succession of non-onside kicks going? It looks like they are. It's a worm burner. Oh, nice pickup right there off the hop.
In stride, too.
Beautiful pick. Okay, so he takes the ball just number 87, and that is Owen the Dutchman Vanderhoek. Can always tell a Dutchman, Matt Macri. You just can't tell him much.
He was the Flying Dutchman on that one. He came flying forward and picked that up right off the ground.
I like that, yeah.
And it got forward a few yards before he went down.
And 1st and 10 at the 53-yard line. Let's get a little White offense going just to keep things interesting, shall we?
Well, the option's there.
Yeah. Well, this team got shut out on Saturday, and I'd really like to see them get a touchdown, at the very least, in this game. I mean, you want to see an exciting game.
When you're doing the announcing of the names there, I was watching them come out, and they've got some big boys on the O-line there.
Yep.
They just got to get some holes opened up here.
All right. Here we go. Now, how are they? See what they're bunching up? How would you describe that?
Well, they're lead blocking.
Bobble snap.
Yeah.
Whoa! Ball comes loose. I'm going to say that's a dead ball. 2nd down. Yeah, they're going to call that a dead ball.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if there's a play call that besides lead block. I mean, they're just getting They're getting all their blocking over into the area they're going to run. They're telegraphing what the play is here, but they don't really have an option. They're trying to get something going, right? And so they're really hoping that they can just get everybody pushing forward.
Now, Chilliwack Minor Football owes Coach TJ Bumby a debt of gratitude because TJ works in insurance and he works with Angus Reid of BC Lions fame.
Right, yep.
And he came out for our blitz last year and he came and did a practice session with him this year. Nice pass to number 61, beautifully executed. Look at that. James Exterminator Elliott gets that ball to the 55-yard line and he got tackled right away, but he could have had something.
He just gets up the field here, and he looks like he's kind of lost, and everybody leaves him alone. And it's a perfect play. You just wander up the field like you don't know what you're doing, and he does. And he gets in the open there. Excellent pass, excellent catch. It looks like it's Elijah Black that saw the pass coming and came over and knocked him down. But if he had stayed on his feet, he could have picked up some yardage there.
Well, let's hopefully they can do something here and get themselves a first down. Like I said, we just won a good game, right?
Yeah.
From the snap, there's number 35. Does he get some blocking?
No. Oh. And that's unfortunate. He just couldn't get over there. Now, I'm going to tell you two things here.
Okay.
You owe TJ Bumby a debt of gratitude because he showed you guys what cool hats are, okay?
Oh, for you, the cowboy. Oh, yeah.
The cowboy hat. Every time I see him, he's got the cowboy hat on. Right. And that's cool.
Right.
I like that, right? And number 2, Angus Reid. Great guy.
Oh, my God.
Comes out, works with the kids. He's so good with the kids. I've met him once before myself, and but I've seen him do a few camps and whatnot.
Right.
Great guy. Really good guy. And, yeah, TJ getting him out was awesome. And if you guys can continue to do that maybe on a yearly basis and help build up these O-line and D-line, it really would speak wonders for your program.
Absolutely. And I did some work with the midget team, too. It's funny. I knew who he was, and I don't watch a lot of CFL. It just, life gets in the way, right?
Right.
But I'm thinking to myself, I get this flashback to second year BCIT in like 2004 where I did my broadcasting. And, the teacher comes, we got their snap. He's going to cock it back for a pass. Does he have a man? And incomplete. Looked like he had number 12 at his sights, Rohan Dehari,
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so our instructor comes up. Okay, there's this BC Lions. They're doing a little BC Lion reads for kids or whatever in an elementary school in Richmond. So I get my little tape recorder thingy and I drive down with my other fellow students. And these 2 BC Lions are there. And, one guy's like, yeah, I'm from here and, I'm a BC boy. And this is 2004. So 14 years ago?
Yeah.
And it suddenly jogs my memory. Guess who it was? Angus Reid.
Yeah.
But he's, like, you look at a picture of him then and now. There's the pass, number 23, swing to the outside. He's getting some blocking. There's your blockers. And this kid's gone. He's going to get it. He's going to pull him down. Nice job. That was Daniel. Time to go. Got him.
Yeah.
Right on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 of the 15.
And that was Muller time.
Muller time.
Muller time.
Go time meets Muller time.
Yeah.
Unstoppable, was it? Immovable object, meaning an unstoppable force?
Yep.
Yeah.
And a great tackle here. Muller's just getting on his horse with Ryan. Daniel wraps him up around the waist.
Nice.
And that's what you want to see. You see him grabbing at the shoulders and stuff. And you saw that with Riley. He just spun off him, right?
Right.
You got to get waist or lower. And that's a perfect tackle here. Gets around the waist, just wraps him up, takes him down.
Nice.
Good
Look
job.
at he's so pumped afterwards, too.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to Angus Reid.
Yeah.
If you looked at him from his playing days, he's 6'2". He's a little bit taller than I am. And I think he was upwards to 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Now he's down to about 200. He's still strong, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you can't even recognize him.
Wow, and a lot of them do that. A lot of the O-line take that weight off after they stop playing. I mean, you're seeing a lot more of an athletic O-line than it used to be, where it was just the big boys. They want athleticism. They want the ability to block and run, get down the field and block. But now you see with these O-line, when they retire, right away they drop 50, 70 pounds because it's obviously not good for them and what they have to do to keep it on too, right?
The food. Anyways, that was an incomplete pass, a bit of a high snap. That sets up 2nd and 15. Or 2nd and 10 of the 15, pardon me. But yeah, it's have you ever talked to weightlifters
Yeah.
when they want to wean themselves off, like the bodybuilders? It's a long, protracted process because it can be pretty dangerous. Like it's yo-yo dieting like that. It's tough on the heart.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, Angus looks great. He's in great shape, and oh my God, that Friday Night Lights they did. Incomplete pass, number 22. The Giants blitz they did last season was just he was so good. He was so good.
We see on the replay here, I think one of the Giants players got his hand on that because he was coming in hot there at number 22, Jaden Sharma. And I think the defender right there got a hand on it and just tipped it out of his way. Great defensive play.
You don't have to pick six it or make the massive tackle. You just got to get something up there to break it up.
Just make a miss.
So we've got I'm going to say third.
Yep.
Third down. 3rd and 10 at the 15. So the defense is showing up.
Yep.
So I like what I'm seeing here. So one more play, and they get that ball back, and let's hope they can march it up the field.
Well, I think, they've got to get some offense going here.
Go back to the running play, number 22, and he is wide open.
Yeah.
There's one man
so
over.
Fast.
They faked him to the entire opposite side of the field, and there's another. And we're going to run time at 30 points. Heck. Yeah. Oh well.
Yep, but I mean, it's they've got some positives here that they got to build off of. You always want to pull the positives out of these games for these kids. You see some good tackling, you see some good plays. This is just a great defense that they're up against.
Yeah,
and a great defense will always put the offense in position to put points on the board.
And for the Pee Wee White, and we got a flag on the play. That looks like it was good. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the penalty there. Somebody was offside.
Both sides. One at the back, one at the side.
So somebody jumped. You can look at, where are we going wrong? And you can see maybe the D isn't containing too well, and maybe the O-line isn't getting the gap. So from a coaching staff, it's, you can take some positives out of that. And the beautiful thing is we've got tape.
Yep.
Tomorrow morning, they can wake up, they can watch their tape, they can figure out where they're going to work on starting Monday or Tuesday.
Yep. And they got a lot of positives on this team, and you can see. Yeah. I'm not sure the ages of a lot of the kids on this team. I don't know if they're
10, 11,
mostly first years or second years.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I know at Abbotsford we do a lot of cycling. Try and keep the first and second years together, right?
I'd say it's split 50-50. I'm not going to do a count, but
that's Abbotsford. They're going to be mostly second years here. And here you got a lot of first years on this team.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of positives to work with there, right? And 30.
Yeah. So we were just consulting with the announcers there.
Yeah.
Straight time now.
Yeah. Well, not till the second half. It's stop time until halftime, and then if they're down by 30 to start the second half, it goes to run time.
Fair enough. Thank you very much, Matt Macri. An in-depth knowledge of the game.
I know a few of the rules. The rest I just make up. So. and I hope can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with, you know what I mean, right?
I hear you. All right, here we go. Come on, White. Nice kick. I like that. And there's a good catch. Drops to the one knee, head down, moving forward.
Nice.
Number 34, and that is Noah Hollywood Sandow. I'm not sure if that's Sandu or Sandow, and I apologize for the fans.
Well, that was a can-do run right there. I love this. He fields it nicely and just runs straight ahead. Get that yardage. He picks up, almost 10 yards there from where he fielded the ball because he ran forward. He didn't try and run around side to side in circles, backwards. He ran forward, and that was a can-do attitude.
Perfect. Perfect.
The funny thing is, you watch when he fields the ball, he actually drops to one knee. 2 years ago, that would have been whistle dead.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as if the knee touched the ground with the ball, whistle dead. But 2 years ago, they changed the rule that if they come straight up, then they'll let it keep going, right?
Yeah.
But if they go down on the knee and they stay down, then they call it.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be lit up or anything.
Yeah, it's a safety issue.
Yeah.
So we had a big shout-out to Carol's family, the Giffords in Washington. Her husband, Andrew, originally hails from Singapore. But, of course, apparently everybody's sleeping. They can't get up to watch football. I'm not sure what goes on in Singapore. They can't get out of bed for a broadcast. But, hey, we'll shout out to the Singaporean goes all the same. They can watch it. They can pick it up on YouTube tomorrow morning.
You know, I don't even know if this would be allowed to be broadcast over there. So
Of course it is, man. Around the world. Macri, we're global. Come on, Macri.
yeah, there's some internet restrictions in that area of the world, right?
Not in Singapore. Not in Singapore. You ever been to Raffles to get the Singapore sling? How much did you pay for a drink? Too much, yeah. They're like, what, $15, $20 or something like that, eh? Yeah. The Raffles Hotel is the home of the Singapore sling. Bad snap, hits the ground. We'll call that ball back. That's sent it second and about 11. But Carol, was it last Christmas you guys went to Singapore for Christmas? Was. And I'm watching these pictures on Facebook of like the most beautiful extended family I've ever seen. Like, you know, Andrew's, I guess his parents and his sisters and his nephews and all that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she's like, oh, time to come home now. I'm like, why are you leaving? You can stay there. She's like, yeah, it's my husband's job. I've been crying for 3 days. I'm like, just stay. I wouldn't leave.
Ever.
It's so nice.
Wow. Come on. We live in the most beautiful country in the world, right?
It is.
And not only that, we live in the most beautiful part of the most beautiful country.
Very nice, very true.
Yeah.
And it looks like our ball's going the other way. That is a 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line for your Black Falcons of Abbotsford.
Yeah.
Of course, poor old Daniel wouldn't be playing football. He'd be playing. What do they play? Soccer? Say that. Pardon me?
Pong. Ping pong.
Yeah, you know what? They did the right thing by coming back here. Okay.
Well, hey, come on, ping pong. Better than soccer.
Yeah. Well, did you watch World Cup at all?
Of soccer?
Yeah.
No.
You know what? Every time it comes around, every 4 years,
Yep.
I tell myself, I don't watch soccer. I mean, I don't know who these guys are. I don't have time for this. I'd read one article, and I'm hooked.
Yeah.
And I can't stop watching. And then, of course, it ends. And 4 years, I remind myself why I'm not going to watch it again. The World Cup hooks me in every year, every time.
And you know what? It does the exact opposite with me. Oh, here goes Jaden Sharma. Nice little swing pass to the outside.
22, can they bring him down? Oh, blew past the defenders there. Heck. And another stiff arm into the end zone. That's frustrating. Okay.
Yeah. Great swing pass there, and it was like the sea opened for him, and he just ran right through there. He's got some wheels and some moves, too. He's a lot of fun to watch run with the ball.
Well, you know, and we got to throw credit to the O-line, Matt Paisley. They have these kids in the backfield. They have so much room to move.
Yeah.
And they almost go in untouched. It's incredible how the coaching staff has set that O-line up. And look at this play. There's nobody around him.
Yeah, they got to get him wide open in the flats there and just feed him the ball, and he makes a couple of moves. And the defenders are there, but he's just so quick and he cuts so well that it's tough. It's tough to take him down.
Here we're going for the PAT.
And then he's kicking here for the PAT.
And again, 4 for 4. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
40 nothing.
That's 5 for 5.
That's 5 for 5. Thank you very much. Yeah.
No problem.
I'm not here for my math, in case you haven't noticed. You were saying, Matt Macri.
Okay, so I turn on the World Cup of Soccer. I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch it this time around. And then the diving. It's always the first dive. I'm just like off.
Oh, okay.
But I'll watch the women's soccer.
Yeah.
Because they are out there. They're like rugby players out there. They play tough. They play hard. And, you watch them and they got blood coming down their face.
I know.
Trainers try to pull them off the field. They're limping and they're saying, I can still go, coach. I can still go. They're phenomenal.
I'll tell you, I mean, I hate the diving too, and they need to have a so we're going to take the snap off the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
So this will make you go, oh my gosh. The article I read is about in the suburbs around Paris. It's home to about 10 million people. The Benols, I think I'm pronouncing it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people in Paris and beyond look at that area with a bit of disdain because it's people from around the world, from the different African colonies, and they think it's a hotbed for crime, whatever. It's a hotbed for soccer.
Yeah.
There's 10 million people in these suburbs. 235,000 kids playing soccer with 30,000 coaches. They put hundreds of kids into the national French soccer coaching clinics or whatever team every single year.
Yep.
I mean, 235,000. That's more than the people in the valley, and they're just playing. They're all playing soccer.
And it's funny. I mean, you just look at this on a smaller scale. It looks like we got a timeout called here. So
We got time to talk some international. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
you look at a smaller scale. As I'm at City Hall, and I'm arguing with the Parks Board a couple years back about field time and needing field time, right? And I said, why does soccer always get preferential treatment? And he looks at me and goes, 9,000 kids on the field.
I know.
A year.
I know.
How many do you put on the field? All right, I put 200, but I'm one club, right? And that's but still, right? And he's right. It's 9,000 kids.
Yeah.
We go to the field allocation meetings, and there's like me for football, a guy for baseball, a guy for lacrosse, and 17 guys for soccer, 18 guys for soccer.
Yeah.
You got the adult leagues, you got it's so much, right?
It's amazing, and part of the dilemma for both Chilliwack and Abbotsford and the Valleys, we're growing really quickly, right?
Yeah.
Chilliwack or Vancouver and around is getting way too expensive. People are moving out here. It puts the squeeze because the city of Chilliwack, city of Abbey, they're not going to make any more sports fields. How can they? I mean, the land's too expensive, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes a real tough time getting field allocation anywhere because there's just so many people moving here, and they all want to put their kids in sports. And who gets the time? Like it's a real challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's so the one thing you got to look at is who's been there the longest. Yes, you're going to grow, but you've been there for a while.
And that was a incomplete pass. Looks like they're going for. I can't see his number, but there's a flag on the play. So let's see what happens.
Well, it's going to be pass interference here. If you look at if you watch the replay here, you get the pass off and. He didn't play the ball. He blocked out the man.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So
Pee Wee White, Chilliwack White Giants catch a bit of a break there, and they'll mark it at the point of infraction, or is it like a 5-yard penalty? I can't remember.
I think they're going to go. They're going to call it on Abbey, and it's going to be 10 yards. Or no, it goes to the spot of the foul.
Foul. So it's not an automatic first down.
No.
And it'll be 2nd and 3.
Oh yeah, it is an automatic first down. Sorry,
Okay,
my
there
bad.
you go. And then move the sticks. Oh, that's the first down for Pee Wee White all day.
Excellent job, boys. Yeah. And
take it when you can get it.
And I'm guessing they're calling PI on the defender there, but it kind of looked like the receiver blocked the defender out who was going for the interception.
All right, let's see what White can do here. Dying minutes, 2:45 to go. There's that snap, number 32. And just smothered. The Falcons are soaring here. And number 32 for our Oakley kill switch Campbell just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, and it was I'm not sure the number there, but I know the walk, and that's my guy Evan Batty, number 53, getting in there and making the tackle. And you watch here, he just busts through the guard and gets into that backfield so quick to bring down the ball carrier. And here's another boy, Evan, who's been with my Kickstart program for years, and I've watched him grow with football all the way from flag up until now Pee Wee.
Nice.
And I coached him last year. He's they're all great kids.
And what some of the parents, of course, the kids are new. What they're going to know, so when they stick with soccer, stick with football. You really do get to watch the kids grow up, and it's part of the thing that hooks you in.
Yeah,
you really become part of a family and a community. You get to know them, and looks like we have an injured player here. Boy's going to take a knee. Someone's lying down. We have an injury timeout. But also getting back to the field allocation. Of course, there's a lot of Indo-Canadian kids on the Abbey team.
Yep.
And of course, cricket is big. So there's another sport coming in.
Well, but in Abbey, we've got 2 dedicated cricket fields.
Oh, okay.
So that makes it a bit easier because we got the dedicated fields.
Right.
I'm not sure of all the field layout here in Chilliwack.
I think there's a field over by UFV, the old UFV campus on the north side. I think they use that for. He's a warrior. This kid will come back. Big number 53. Look at him.
Oh, that's Evan Batty.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's walking off. He's fine.
Yeah. I think he just probably rolled his ankle.
I'll tell you a funny cricket story. We get a new washer dryer, and the guy coming in delivered happens to be a no Canadian, super nice guy, chatting with him.
So I bring up sports and ask him about cricket. He goes, "Oh yeah, we play cricket here in town." And of course, I think it's that field over there because you don't really see it from the road type of thing, right?
Right.
He said, "Oh yeah, do you ever play?" I said, "No, I played some baseball back in the day." He said, "Oh, you should come out." I said, "All right. How long do you play for?" "Oh, last Saturday we were on the field for about 12, 13 hours." I'm like, "What are your mind?"
Oh, in Sri Lanka where they do like the Worlds and stuff.
Right.
It's days.
Oh.
It's days.
We got a flag here. Didn't even snap the ball.
I don't see a flag anywhere, but nobody's really moving.
Right on the sidelines, right by your Abbey boys.
Oh, yep. So it looks like
Somebody jumped the gun. That was really quick.
Yeah, missed that.
So they hadn't even snapped the ball yet, and someone stepped over, so it'll be.
Yeah, encroachment.
There you go.
So if they step, you can go offside, but if you step through the offensive line, then they whistle it dead.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were talking cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Sri Lanka, like days.
Oh.
Some of these matches last for days, and they've got so many players on the team. They got to come in, and they don't stop playing. They just keep going, right?
Yeah.
So the one that I've noticed a lot, and they've been playing it at Rotary a lot, and I yell at them to get off my field and quit wrecking my field as I drive by. But it's very interesting. It's an Indo-Canadian wrestling thing called Kumbadi, I think.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out the rules. I've been watching because I live right across the street, so I go out and I watch. I'm trying to figure out the rules, but it's like you got 5 guys, and one guy comes over, and he touches one of the 5 guys.
Okay.
And then runs back, and that guy and everybody beside him to one side can chase him and try and tackle him. And
number 32 picked up a few yards on that play, and that's 3rd and out again. And we'll go first. And do we have an injured player? We do.
Yeah.
He took a bit of a bang on that, and number 32 took the snap, and God love him, charged right up that middle, saw a gap, and took it.
Right there. He comes forward, turns up the field, and then just gets KO'd there. It looks like he might have run into his own player's back.
He got a little winded.
Yeah, and he knocked the wind out of him there.
And that's Braden Fraser, who's on the O-line for Junior Bantam Blue. He's very good friends with my son Benny, but of course I couldn't get Benny to the field because he was doing his paper route when I left to do blitz. When I realized Braden was here, I had to do the game. So yeah, Benny's watching from home. He better be watching from home.
And where's Braden?
He's the water boy.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, pardon me. I didn't specify. His mom, Jillian Fraser, is on our executive and does a tremendous amount of work, all our online stuff, and is here every single Friday and just spends tons of her time dedicated to Chilliwack minor football.
Give a huge shout out to the linesman on the far side, Dylan Myers. He played a junior varsity game yesterday. He plays a senior varsity game tomorrow, and he's here reffing tonight. So.
There we go. He's a warrior. He'll be back, number 32. And is that the end of the... Oh, we're going offense, defense. Okay.
Oh, yeah, switching over offense, defense, yep.
Bit of a gap there. We start talking international cricket, and we don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, no, Dylan, he's played for the Giants for years. Played on my boardable team. He was another one that was on the West team.
Okay, sure.
With Logan Buckowitz.
Yeah.
He plays O-line. He's a D-line player that they bring over to the O-line because he can do both. Yeah. He's an excellent defensive end.
Nice.
Played my boardable team last year and was just a phenomenal player. I've watched him grow up through the Chilliwack program. He's in the level just below my son.
Sure.
And good kid there. So give him a shout out over there.
Oh yeah. Big shout out. So I'll tell you what, next week we dedicate the broadcast. You're gonna pick out who's dedicated to. I'm gonna give it to you.
All right.
Is your Abbey team playing, right?
Yeah, my Abbey team's playing.
It's your call.
All right.
Nice shotgun. Quarterback's looking for a man. Hangs on himself, and the macho man, Gansky, had a good arm on him, and number 52, I think, finished that off. And that would be Benjamin Machete McKay on the tackle.
Well, the defense is starting to cover the receivers, which is a good idea here because there's a lot of throwing. Oh, too many men on the ice.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Is it that cold out there?
Yeah.
Look, Gansky gets a hook on him and just was on his knees. He just couldn't hang on.
Yeah.
And Big 52 and a few other players, pardon me, came in. 25 came in for that tackle, pardon me. Ridley the Hammer Maston. That kid got great hair. Have you ever seen a picture of Ridley?
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous blonde mane. Oh, yeah. I used to have hair like that.
Ooh, look at that.
Dinner and a show. Thank you very much.
Well, okay, and here's the problem here is Chilliwack didn't take anybody off the field. They still got 13 out there, I think.
Oh, heck. Are you doing a quick count?
I'm trying to, but now they're running around.
Nice pass. Do you have a man? Number 25 almost picks that off, and that is the hammer himself. Mr. Golden Mane, Ridley Maston, breaks that up. So
no, they did pull
2nd
one
and 10.
off. They did pull one off.
Now, okay.
Now that they've grouped together, I can count them.
So our wonderful hot dog delivery man here, who will remain nameless, we may have mentioned him in a broadcast last week as he was talking to us as we were broadcasting, standing behind us. But he doesn't want his name mentioned, so we're just going to say, we're going to refer to him as someone.
Yeah.
Someone is talking to us as we're broadcasting. So thank you very much, someone, for bringing us the hot dog.
It was more critiquing than talking to us.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, yes. As I pointed out, you and I are both married. We don't need it when we come here. Okay. I used that joke last week. It still killed this week.
So, oh, look at that arm. That's an unbelievable arm.
Did he make the catch?
Oh, he did too.
Oh, my God. Number 44. This kid is magic.
Wow.
What a catch. That was a lot of traffic.
Oh, I don't think that's 44. I think it's 49 that got that, actually.
49, better eyes than me.
Yeah, that's 49 there. They get a Gabe Curry in the mosh there.
48.
48, sorry.
It almost looks like he picks it up around his knees.
Yeah, held on to it. He could catch. I had him last year on our team, but we didn't really have a quarterback to throw to him.
Okay.
But I watched him in flag the last 2 years, and he can catch. So it's a smart idea playing him at tight end there and getting him downfield for the ball.
And what's happening?
Well, I think they're calling a timeout. I think White's calling a timeout with a couple seconds left on the clock here just to try and stop a score before.
Yeah. I want to see the Giants pick 6 or something here. I want to see them do something big.
110-yard pick 6.
That would be sweet. That would be absolutely beautiful. But you know, it's interesting because they're having a little. This is their second game of the season, and they haven't scored yet. And my son was on that Pee Wee team. They went 0-4 in the season. Didn't win a game, didn't score. It'll go down probably as his favorite season.
Yeah.
Last game of the season, he'd taken a shower. He's sitting in the living room. You know what, Dad? I had a lot of fun this season. Like, you know what, Benny? Right on.
Yeah.
It's not about winning.
Successful year isn't the banner. If you really want a banner that bad, I'll go buy you a piece of felt and color it on myself.
Would you do that for me?
I would. If you really want that banner and need that, I'll do that for you.
You're sweet.
A successful season as a coach is if every one of your kids want to come. And he tipped it right to him.
He tipped it beautifully. No, it hit the turf.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Maston, once again, the hammer, number 25, breaking that up. So good D.
Very
a couple
good
of good D plays there.
Excellent defensive play. Gets up there, knocks that ball down. Big arm by Elijah Black here. And the defender just jumps up, and it looked like he was going to tip it to him, but he just tipped it wide enough that he couldn't bring it in.
His older brother, Nathan, was a Giant. Went to high school. Now plays for St.
Xavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ethan, not Nathan. Ethan.
Thank you. Pardon
Maston.
me.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I coached him.
Did you?
Yeah, what he's doing out there, I taught him.
Of course he is. Okay, it's a hot dog break for the Tim and Macri show. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Kennex Masonry and Landscaping, Friday Night Lights.
Takers to the pizza shuffle. Pizza shuffle, win yourself some pizza.
Come on, I got all the plate.
ceiling, taken by this feeling. Baby, we're invincible.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, and we're back. Mechanics, Masonry, and Landscaping, Friday Night Lights. Halftime, and Mr. Macri, it's a 40-0 lead for your Black Falcons.
Yep.
So it's going to be runtime.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, it seems to be that the white team is getting some good plays on the defense.
Right.
But their offense just isn't rolling yet.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's the second game for them of the season. They had a first week bye. I always say first round, but that's not right. First game bye. So, I mean, this takes time to find a rhythm, and by the end of the season, if you're better than you were at the start of the season, then it's a win, right? As long as the kids have fun, I mean, that's the most important thing. So,
well, it's like I said, I mean, you get one team that wins the VCFL title and gets to go to provincials. One team.
Yeah.
But all the other teams, it's a matter of making it a good experience for the kids.
Totally.
They learn, they get exercise, and they want to come back and get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Paisley, who is our midget coach now, I did a Giants blitz with him last season. About
He's not that short.
Huh? Just bad. Took me a second, but I got it. Anyway, we did Giants blitz last year, and our topic was the 10-play rule.
Yeah.
And my argument is some people don't like the 10-play rule or whatever, and I always say, because kids get labeled the 10-play kids, and it's mean and it's unfair and it's not necessary. But I always argue that without those 10-play kids, you don't have a team.
Yeah.
He hates the 10-play rule because it gives bad coaches an excuse. And when he coached at this level and at Adam, he made sure every single kid on that team, regardless of ability, got equal time. And he cycled them all out the whole game.
And this is why I love Matt Paisley. I mean, he's going to be
bad snap, picked up and brought down in the backfield. So Abbey Black's picking up where they left off in that first half. Go ahead.
Knocked it back about 4 yards there. This is why I'd have Matt play, when they make my made-for-TV Life of Matt biography.
Okay, sure.
Matt Paisley will pay me in that movie, right? Because, the body sizes, shapes are the same. But no, this is one of the reasons I love Matt is because same mentality.
Yeah.
I don't like the 10-play rule.
No.
10-play rule is lazy coaching.
Yeah,
right?
It is.
You should spend your time coaching not the studs on the team, but all the kids on the team to make them all studs.
Yeah.
Make them all capable of being out there at any play at any time.
Nice pass. Good catch. Number 34, Noah Hollywood Sandu. And he brought the pizzazz on that.
Excellent job here. You get a good block by the O-line here. And he gets the ball out quickly, picks it up, hit just as he caught the ball, but he's able to hold on to it, bringing it to the ground.
Perfect. And getting back to your point, you should be coaching the kids. Part of the problem is the reason that Chilliwack brought the 10-play rule in is because, none of the other kids would even get on the field, and you can't build an association, right?
No.
This isn't like the States when every single kid wants to play football. We got to retain as many kids as we can. And the one thing that drives me to distraction is one kid will score 5 touchdowns instead of 5 kids scoring 1 touchdown. And that's where I think a lot of coaches, especially at the Adam level, when they're new to coaching, in all fairness, that's where they make that mistake, is they get that one stud, they keep giving him the ball, and the other kids sort of stand around. It's like, share the wealth, man.
Okay, but you also got to think, when you get a kid, a skilled player, right, you don't want to punish him for being good.
We're not punishing him
if you give the ball to the boy 5 times and he scores 5 times, right?
Yeah.
What do you do about that? If you give it to him 40 times and he scores 5 times and nobody else touches the ball, then there's a problem.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think you know my point. We had a bad snap on that. It'll set up second, probably in long. Second, probably not.
It's going to turn over now.
It's turning over.
Down. That was the third down.
So if you're the Abbey Black Falcon coach right now, you're up by 40 points and it's straight time. Do you even try to get up the field, or what do you do?
Well, and I was actually talking to one of the coaches, both to do, over here on the sideline, and he was saying, we can't run the ball because we'll get 50 yards every play, right? Yeah. So because that's our strength. So we're going with our weakness of working on throwing the ball,
right?
And we're throwing to the receivers that don't typically get thrown to in the tight games. So here they're working with the kids that need the work. And this is what I like about these coaches is they're up 40 points. It's run time.
Yeah.
Let's get the kids out there that don't see the ball a lot and try and get the ball in their hands.
There you go. And like that, number 10 right there. Oh, high tackles. Then bringing him down. Good stiff arm on that. And that is Santiago Larina with a good catch. He's got good size on him, too.
Oh, he's a solid young man. They had him last year running out of fullback, and he was running players down in Adams.
Holy moly.
Yeah, no, he's a quick kid. He's a hard worker, but he's one of the first-year Pee-wees.
Oh, okay.
So now they got a bunch of the first years out here, or the lesser skilled players. So they've got them out now, and they're feeding the ball to them.
We're getting hand signals from down on the concourse there. Here we go. Okay. I'm guessing another passing play. There's a snap from the shotgun. Cocked back. Kid's got a killer arm. Nice
Great
job.
defensive play.
And that is number 24 for the White Giants. No, it's 25. 23-25. But perfect job knocking that ball down.
He did an excellent job. And now Elijah Black's heading off the field here, so I don't know if they're going to go with the kick or if they're going to put a secondary person in quarterback and work somebody else here, which is great. I mean, and this is one of the things I like about these coaches is that they're not going to feed the kids. They're going to score on every plate at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They got to get the other kids time, and that's what builds programs and make kids want to come back.
Exactly.
You know, even if they don't catch the ball, at least it got thrown to them.
Exactly. They got to have fun, man.
Yep.
All right, here we go. From the shotgun. Flanked on the other side. Number 44's got the ball. Did he catch it? It looked like the pass was a little bit behind him, and he got his arm around, and he caught that ball.
Oh, he did. He got his arm back there and caught that ball. It was a bit of a rocket, too.
3rd and about 7 for the Abbey Black, but we have an injured player. And someone got an, oh, right there. Okay. 55? Mad Mac. Mackenzie Boyd. I think that's
Mad
number
Mac.
55, yeah.
Yep.
Got a bit of an owie on that one. Well, you know what? It's a nice, clear, not pouring rain night. And that is a lovely turn of events as opposed to last week where it was just coming down in sheets.
Well, and this is a good night for these kids. You know, the Pee Wee White team gets out here, gets Friday Night Lights. They got the fans for them. They're getting broadcast. Family all over the world can watch it. And
Except for Singapore, they're in bed.
Poor Singapore. But you know, and even if they don't come out with as big winners out of the game, they're making some plays. They're building blocks that they can grow with.
And honestly, the most exciting place in the world is prior to the game on the sidelines for like a Pee Wee or an Adam for Friday Night Lights. Those kids are so excited.
Yeah.
You get to junior bantam and bantam. They've done this more than a few times. It's not their first rodeo. So they're not quite as pumped up. But, I mean, these kids just love it. There she is. She took a bit of a beat there, but she's walking off. She's a tough player. She'll be back.
Yeah. Looks like she got a bit run over there.
Tough sport, football.
Yeah.
Not for the faint of heart. Oh, someone's bringing drinks.
Let's clarify, water and pop.
There you go. Oh, yeah, thank you.
We won't get into those ones until after the game.
Yeah, that could be problematic. I'm bad enough. Well, never mind. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a high bobble snap. Looks like he's going to have to run it. And those high tackles. There you go. Nice. Good bit of defense there.
Great defensive job there. The snap was a little bit uncontrollable. Riley couldn't hold on to it, and he took off for a run there. And Riley's a fast guy, so It was a good defensive play to get somebody up there, wrap him up, and that was 3rd down. So now the defense is going to come on the field.
And Tyler Struxma, the strong man, made that tackle. And you saw when he got up, he was pumped. Like he was jumping up and down. That was pretty exciting to get that tackle in. So, 1st and 10, Pee Wee White. Hopefully they can get some offense going. It'd be great if they scored a touchdown in any number one of these plays before the clock winds down 2-0. Good crowd tonight. You know, it's not bad. Not a bad crowd. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it's a beautiful night for football. Not too hot, not too cold, not raining.
Yep, this is one of the early part of the season's the good part here.
Yeah.
When we get into October, it gets kind of questionable.
It gets pretty wet. Although I think one of the most exciting games I saw was 4 years ago, the two Pee Wee teams, the red versus blue, on a Saturday playoff game at night, and it was pouring down. It was just made for football. Like the pouring rain just added to the drama of a really good game.
Yeah.
And Pee Wee Blue held the game 1 point lead to about $1.20, and the tailback gets it in the backfield, spins right, runs into a wall of guys, does a loop around, and just gets in the end zone to take the lead. It was a really exciting finish. So, yeah, the rain.
I remember that game.
You weren't doing it. You were busy somewhere else. I was with Gloris.
Oh,
Gloris
okay.
Gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Handoff up the middle, up the gut. Picks up a few yards on the play. Good job, White. And now our O-line, there was number 25 on the carry. And, gosh, that was the hammer, Ridley Maston. And
Nice.
then the hair.
The hair?
The golden mane. Seriously, man, the kid's got great hair. Like, you look at that hair, I'm like, oh, my
phenomenal.
God. I used to have hair like that. It was a long time ago.
His brother may be playing football out at St. FX, but definitely this guy's got the better hair. Is that what you're trying to say here?
Well, you know what? Have I ever met his brother? I think I met him once. The Mastons actually are a great family, and they've been around Chilliwack minor football for a long time, and just beautiful kids. It's coiffed, man. That hair's coiffed. I'm gonna hit him up for kind of product to use. I need some pointers. That looks fantastic. Okay, here we go. From the snap, number 24 up the gut. Can he do it? Stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he does what he's supposed to do. Looks for a hole and pushes forward.
Moving the ball. Well, not really, but trying to move the ball.
Well, in a situation like this, you're not going to beat him on the outside.
No.
So just look for 18 inches of daylight and bear down and see what you can do.
Well, and the nice thing is that they've got the D line. They don't have the big boys in there now. They've got I guess you want to call them the second string, but I hate even referring to it. Even
The
more
newer kids.
The newer kids.
The greener kids.
Yeah, exactly. Out there. So to give the white some opportunity for some positive yardage, which is always good too.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I tell the kids all the time is you need three things to have a football game.
Right.
You need a football, you need referees, and you need an opponent.
Yeah.
So crushing opponents is never a good thing.
No.
Beating them is fine.
Yeah.
Crushing them, embarrassing them,
No.
making them not want to come back is not okay.
No.
And these coaches, they've been around long enough to know that. Oh,
Nice throw.
Nice throw.
Oh. Had number 21, in his sights. There's Isaiah, their torpedo, Tolme, whose big sister, Gracie, is on our junior bantam blue squad and is doing a great job at corner for us.
Was number 84, Ishan Sahota, that knocked the ball out of the air there. And good defensive play there.
Now, you've probably been in the situation when you're up by 30, 40 points or whatever, and you put your newer kids, maybe your the kids that always get the ball on there, and all of a sudden they start scoring, and you're on the sidelines. You're like, oh, don't score. Please don't score.
Well, no, and this is one of the things that you want, is you want to see these the second level kids, the newer kids, the less experienced kids having success as well.
Right.
So the first half, the kids that have the more experience have been doing it longer came out. They put a bunch of points on the board. They showcased their stuff. They're still out there on the field, but they're playing like Riley is playing quarterback now, whereas before he was running back and then receiver, right? So they're playing different roles. So, yes, you still want to have success for these kids that don't get the ball as much. And it's okay at that point because the other coach is going to recognize that. It's not the same number scoring over and over and over.
I know. We had a situation where the coach a few years ago just lost it because the opponent was up 36-0 and put like the top player on the field, and then of course the kid runs like 100 yards. Nice bit of tackling there.
Yeah, very good tackle.
Number 22, Daniel. It's time to go.
Well, and that's number 5, Balkaran Kahara. I think that might be his first catch playing football. Balcran played for me last year. We
Get
had
out
him
of
at
town.
safety. Yeah,
Right
it might be his first reception. I haven't watched all his games this year. Maybe he's had another one this year, but he didn't have any last year because we had him playing safety on defense. So.
Sweet. Well, that's good. Hey, right on.
Yeah.
Good for you, Baccarin.
Yeah.
Cherish that moment.
And then a great tackle by Daniel,
Yeah.
number 22. He's had a heck of a game tonight.
He's hooked, man. Daniel's hooked.
Yeah. He's doing well.
He's sending tape off to the Huskies. He's bordering in with the aunts and uncles, man. He's got it all worked out.
Oh.
Nice pass to number 85. What's he going to do? They haul him down, and they do. Nice bit of tackling there by the White Giants. And, of course, Balcron.
No, it's the second catch that I've seen.
Second catch. He's
Excellent.
on a roll.
Excellent. Yeah, and he's probably just beaming under that helmet there too, and this is where the biggest victories you have as a coach isn't handing the ball to a Chase Claypool and watching him run for his 15th touchdown.
Who's killing it at Notre Dame, by the way.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. But it's not. Your success isn't that.
No.
Your success is the Balcarons.
Are they
making
having
their
fun?
catch? Yeah. That. And turns out the one, the catch, almost the catch in the end zone at the end there, was a young man who's played for a couple of years, has never caught a touchdown. Right? Bo was telling me he came off the sideline crying because he didn't catch the ball.
Oh.
And he's like, but you did so good. And here he is here.
Oh, so close. Number 35. Lightning strikes twice. Larson. Charlie. Holy moly.
He had the right idea there. So it was, Justin Loban there was the receiver. What number is Justin? 82. And he squared up for the ball here, and he was ready for it, and Riley had it on the money.
Oh.
But the defender came in there and ruined his dreams.
I personally love the name Charlie. My dad's Charles Richard. And he goes by the nickname Chick.
Chick.
Well, Chuck, Dick, Chick. And he got it. He doesn't know how he got it. That's what I figured. He's had it since grade 3. My dad's 85 now.
Yeah.
And he introduces himself Chick Amy. Like that's the way he's always been. So I went when my Barb and I were expecting our first Ben. I threw out that let's call him Charlie. I wanted to call him Charlie, and my Barb's like, no. Nice pass. Well, if they don't work on their passing game as the week, I mean, I don't know. I'm not seeing too many weaknesses here. They're airing that ball out, catching everything. They're doing great.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, you in a game like this where you get this far ahead and you don't want to run up the score. I mean, I think it's just excellent. They put no points up in the second half here so far. I mean, and we're halfway through the fourth quarter.
Right.
You want to work on the things, but it's not just that they're working on their passing game, which they're decent at. We saw that in the first half. They're working at it with their second string offense and getting success too. So that's really
tough team to beat, my friend.
That's a morale boost for these guys here.
Yeah.
So
and a good tackle on that play too. I didn't see the player. I think it was number 24, but that was a solid tackle. Looks like we have a timeout.
Yeah, and it would be a timeout Chilliwack because once you're in the mercy rule, you don't get any timeouts.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So the winning team, the leading team, can't call a timeout. No, I guess not. Yeah.
I mean, they could try.
Yeah.
And technically, they're supposed to get a flag thrown, and sometimes the refs have just given them the timeout.
Sure.
Without not really thinking about it or recognizing it.
Right.
But they're not supposed to.
Oh,
it's in the rules. It's actually a penalty to ask for one.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, quite a contrast from last week where we had a 20-18 thriller with a player getting injured who made a full recovery, I might add. So we had a big delay of game, injury timeout as they administered to the injured player, and he's full recovery. And today it's just a blowout. That was number 25. Yeah, nice. That's the hammer, Ridley Maston. Oh, no, this is an old play. Never mind. Sorry, pardon me. And here they go. They got the ball on the ground. Can they get him?
Oh, that's Riley McDonald. He had to take off there.
Number 40. That is 44, yeah.
No, he tucked and run here. I don't think this was a play because he cocked back like he was going to throw. So it wasn't a planned quarterback keeper.
Sure.
But you watch here, some good defense, got everybody covered. He got a little bit of pressure, so he took off and went for a run. And he's such a quick runner. You watch those legs go. He's got that short step run.
Could that Chilliwack player, could he have cut him off? Because they just dive forward and go for the legs?
Yeah. You try to angle up on him, and
it's too hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to take those feet up underneath them. I tell the kids all
Here's
the
our
time.
new camera angle. We have cameras in both end zones up on the fence. To the white
nice.
box. So look at our angle here for the. That's
excellent.
totally sweet. PAT, and he missed it.
Oh, did he miss one?
He missed one. It was short. It was low. Oh well, they've had a stellar evening. So I mean, one missed 2-pointer, no big deal.
Yeah. And he doesn't miss too many, so it must have been a low snap and a bad hold.
Yeah.
So, and now the white team will get another chance to
put a few points. I think about 4 minutes of run time. Hopefully they can get something going here. Just something the kids can take as a positive when they leave the field.
Well, that's what you want. Like I said, you want them to come out here positive. I don't know where we're going with the ball. I think we should be down at the other side.
I think they're placing it on the 45, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, no.
But they're going the other way.
Whoops.
Yeah. He's like, all right. The kids are explaining it to him right now.
He's laughing. He's cracking up. That's very funny.
Yeah, I'm like, well, where are you going with the ball, ref? And they,
ref, we just scored. Oh, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Now it's set.
And everybody's discombobulated there. And the white team, the clock's running. White, if you want to get another chance on offense here, you got to head down the field.
They're in their huddle.
They're in the moving huddle.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Call the play. They had a rock and roll. And they're on the wrong side. Everyone's on the wrong side of the ball. This is hilarious. Okay, Black, you got to move over. No, there they are. Okay, now they're good.
Yeah.
Does everybody know what they're doing? Check. There we go. Make something happen, guys. He's looking to throw. Oh, they got rid of the ball, so no loss of yards.
There's going to be a flag on here. I'm not sure what the flag's going to be, but.
Under pressure there from those Falcons.
10 yards.
That would be unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, 15. Okay.
Maybe a first down.
Hey!
There we go.
There we go. So I'm going to bake an apple pie when I get home tonight.
Oh,
I meant to do it after work, and I forgot to take my apple pie filling out of the freezer because I make my filling.
Yep.
I freeze it, and I find it that merges the flavors a little bit better, softens up the apples.
Yep.
But I totally forgot to take it out of the freezer last night, so I'm at the gym. I'm like, oh, darn, I meant to take that out. So I'm going to have to do it because you have to eat an apple pie the next day.
Yeah.
It needs 24 hours. Otherwise, the flavor just isn't there.
Well, hot apple pie is pretty good, though. I mean,
the flavor just isn't there. I mean, it's 24 hours, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Warm apple pie, not hot apple.
Do you put it back in the oven and warm it back up?
Or just microwave it or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
you might don't microwave apple pie. That's like sacrilegious right there.
Okay. I love it cold myself, so I never heat it up.
Well, I get the apple pies from McDonald's.
Oh, those are good. Those are pretty addictive.
And when they're like the two for $1.20, right?
Oh,
you'd eat one hot and then leave one for a little bit later, and a great like cold.
Oh,
yeah.
Number 35 with the ball. He's got some room. He's past that O-line. He's still on his feet. Look at that. Good effort. Right.
Excellent push.
Thunders up right to the 45-yard line.
And they're gonna call holding here on the white team.
Really? 30 seconds left. I guess they got to do their job. Refs got to do their job.
Yeah. It's a learning
It
situation.
is. Well, that's just it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Mechanics, Masonry, and Landscaping, Friday Night Lights. Things are winding down. Oh, we have an injury timeout. Someone got banged up a little there.
I think we get one more play going here, and that's about it.
Yeah. Number 52 is going off. Is that Ben McKay again? It is. Poor kid's getting banged up today. We talked about O-line, kids dropping off an O-line. Here's one of their O-line guys. It's about the fourth time he's had to go off.
Yeah. Well,
you really do take a beating in the trenches, man.
They are the battlers, that's for sure.
The unsung heroes, as Mr. Paisley likes to refer to them. And he's right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Come on, White. Give us a few memories here.
They're going to get probably the last play of the game here, or pretty close to it.
Yeah. We've reached a point, I think, where half the team wants to go home. The other half is on the field.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, they're setting up in pro set from the shotgun. He's dropping back. Nice arm. Oh, picked it. Yeah, there you go. That's good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
It went right into his hands. There's nothing else he could do.
And you know what? He was in the right spot at the right time there and gets the ball here. The quarterback, really good throw, too.
Beautiful throw.
Great throw, but it was just a little bit too far inside, and a beautiful job by the defender there just to take the knee. And number 22, Jaden Sharma, classy.
Very classy. That's sportsmanship right there. All right. Yeah. Well, that wraps things up for the Tim and Macri show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're back next week. And I believe it's a junior bantam matchup.
Well, it's the Abbotsford Falcon junior bantams. I got great insight into this team.
Okay, and Red, junior bantam Red. So we will see you next week right here, ChilliwackGiants.com.
Once again, give these teams a big round of applause.
As they shake hands and make their way down to center field for the IHOP player of the game. And here they come, your hometown team, your Chilliwack White Giants. Give them a hand. And right behind them, your Abbotsford Falcons. And as we wait for the rest of the Giants coaching staff to make their way to the field, let's give these two teams another round of applause. An absolutely fantastic night for football. The weather couldn't be better. right. IHOP players of the game. Chilliwack Giants have chosen number 44. 44. Fantastic game, Riley. How long have you been playing football, Riley?
This is my second year.
Your second year. What's your favorite thing about playing football?
Probably running the ball.
Running the ball. We didn't see a lot of that tonight. I would have said that catching the ball was one of your favorite things to do. Well, you did a great job. Congratulations, Riley. And thanks to the Falcons. Thank you for coming out, Friday Night Lights. And the Falcons have chosen number 87. That is Owen, the Dutchman, Vanderhoek, as the IHOP player of the game. Owen, how long have you been playing football for the Giants?
4 years.
4 years. Have you been the IHOP player of the game before? This is your first time. What is your favorite thing about football?
Playing with friends.
His favorite thing is?
Playing with
friends. That's the way the Giants like to roll. Congratulations, Owen. And those are your IHOP players of the game. Thank you again, players, fans, parents. Thanks again. It was another great night here, Friday Night Lights. Hope to see you next week.